Rosie didn't know that her whole life was about to change. When Jen first saw her, she felt an instant connection. She thought to herself, this dog has to be part of our family. What Jen didn't realize at that moment was how much Rosie would end up changing their lives, too. Rosie's story started in a tough place. She had been surrendered to an animal shelter, and staff there believed she was pregnant. Because of that, she was placed on the euthanasia list. It's heartbreaking, but many dogs in her situation never get a second chance. Luckily, an LA-based rescue group stepped in at the very last moment. They saved her on the exact day she was scheduled to be put down. Not long after, it turned out Rosie wasn't pregnant at all. She only looked that way because her body was still recovering. The rescue believed she had recently had puppies and was probably used for breeding. That kind of past would make any dog nervous and unsure. And that's exactly how Rosie was when Jen first met her. When Rosie came into foster care, she stayed with a kind foster mom for about 8 months. She grew attached to her, but she was still shy and cautious around new people. Jen and her partner noticed right away that Rosie didn't like loud noises or yelling. They wanted to build trust slowly, so they began with hand feeding. It was a simple way to show Rosie that they were safe and loving. Day by day, Rosie started opening up. One of the funniest things about Rosie is her zoom eyes. Out of nowhere, she'll start spinning around and leaping with excitement. Jen had never seen a dog zoom the way Rosie does, almost like she can't contain her happiness. At the beginning, though, Rosie didn't have much space to play. Their backyard wasn't finished yet when she was adopted, but Jen and her partner already knew they wanted to make a special place just for her. 6 months later, they completed the yard. They used dog-safe turf, so Rosie could run freely without any worries. When Jen first opened the gate for Rosie, she was nervous. She stood there for a moment, unsure if she should step outside. But little by little, she realized that space was hers. Once she figured it out, she took off, running in circles and having the best time of her life. That moment was pure joy. At home, Rosie has plenty of quirks that make her extra special. She has an active dream cycle, and when she sleeps, it's impossible not to notice. She snores, she whimpers, and sometimes she even growls at something in her dream world. Jen and her partner laugh about it often because it's just another thing that makes Rosie unique. Rosie is also known for her collection of hats. Because of her light-colored fur and pink undertones, she's more likely to get sunburned. Jen wanted to make sure Rosie stayed safe when spending time outside. The hats became both a practical choice and a fun part of Rosie's personality. Over time, friends and family even started recognizing her as the dog with hats. Living with Rosie means living with a dog who knows exactly what she wants. For example, if the water in her bowl is just room temperature, she'll take one small sip and then walk away. But if Jen pours fresh, cold water from the fridge, Rosie gulps it down happily. She's picky in the cutest way. She's also very clear when it's time for a walk. If Jen gets caught up in something and forgets, Rosie will sit and give her a side eye that says, "Well, are we going?" It's her little way of keeping everyone on schedule. But what stands out most about Rosie is her gentle, comforting nature. On difficult days, Jen's partner often reminds her, "Rosie's here. Go cuddle with her." Rosie seems to know when someone needs extra love. She curls up close, offering calm and warmth without saying a word. Those little moments remind Jen just how lucky they are to have Rosie in their lives. Looking back, it's hard to imagine that Rosie almost didn't get her chance at life. From being surrendered at the shelter and marked for euthanasia to now being a beloved family member, her journey shows the difference that rescue can make. All she needed was someone to believe in her and give her time to heal. Today, Rosie is safe, happy, and loved beyond measure. She spends her days enjoying Zoomies in her backyard, wearing her sun hats, sipping her cold water, and making sure her humans stick to her walking schedule. Most of all, she gives back endless love to the people who gave her a chance. If this story touched you, give it a like. And if you've ever rescued a pet, share your story in the comments. Even sharing this video helps more animals like Rosie find the love and family they deserve.